We are back with another Tea with Tom for the first time in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
That's it. We were both hit with some bugs, we think. Never ill, normally.
I actually think I must have jinxed you getting ill by saying to Lorne that we're never ill, because I was off 1 week ago and then Tom on Monday was
ill.
ill.
But it's funny, because Craig had messaged being like, oh, because he helped cover a lot of the sessions. And he was like, oh, Tom, you know what, if you ever need any help. And I was like, I don't need any help. Then literally Monday, woke up, boom, couldn't have. Like, so I'm always like, oh, I wonder if I can make it. Had a catch up with Aiden in the morning, had to pretend someone was at the door. All right, Aiden, got to go.
No, the worst thing was on the phone to you and you were like, I think I'll manage one session at West Hill. And you literally thrown up 5 minutes before. And I was like, Tom,
That was like that time I was on the way to Pram, so I was like, I'll be fine.
No one wants to see you where you can spread your germs.
That was fair. Alice was like, you do not hang out with me for 24 hours. To be fair, Alice was way worse. I like how we talk about my Monday. Alice was written off for a week. We finished winter series in West Hill on the Sunday. And Alice, we walked back. The first thing I realised was when we were pulling the trolleys back, I was pulling mine, which had one sandbag in. And you were like, Tom, you pull this trolley because it's got more in. I was like, all right, okay, fine. And then you took the dinky one, which I mean, I probably should have done anyway because you're like 6 months pregnant. And then you got to the van and you were like doubled over it in absolute pieces. I was like, oh, and then everyone at the coffee was like, God, Alice, you look terrible.
And Tom was like, I'm not worried. I think she looks fine. She's
just making a meal out of it. Yeah, then you're in hospital basically all week.
Much better though, way better.
Yeah, but let's talk more about my day off, shall we?
But now we're back, both back.
Back into the swing of things. It has staggered things a little bit. We're still catching up on projects. I think last time we were like, all right, we're just getting back into the swing of things.
Yeah.
Now we're at the end of January. And I'm like, all right, we're just getting back into the swing of things.
January's probably been a bit of a write-off. It's been a bit of a struggle wagon.
Yeah, a little. Like with the weather's been...
But like behind the scenes...
I haven't seen the sun in ages.
I know, I think that's our worst January we've ever had. But like... We have barely worked together in the last 2 weeks, have we?
Really
we
difficult.
haven't got any of like the behind the scenes, the jobs, the planning for the year, that sort of thing. Rebel wise, I think
the sessions have been ace.
Yeah.
The turnout's been unbelievable given the conditions.
Oh yeah. Your Donata Steps was epic.
Donata Steps we did, which was up and down Donata Steps as many times as we could in 45 minutes. That was it. Start, head down, bang up and down as many times.
Tell them how many you thought you
So when I'd done it before in the past, I'd done 7. And I was like, oh, 7's a reasonable number. That's pretty good in 45 minutes. There's like 180 steps. It's pretty steep. It's hard to complete in a 1-hour. And then it was Elsa was like, Tom, I've just done 7. How much longer have we got left? And I was like, Elsa, we've been going about 14 minutes. She was like, what? How did you do 7 last time? I was like, I don't know what happened. So this time I managed 13. I know Sam managed 14.
Wow.
Elsa managed 15.
Amazing.
We were in pieces. Everyone's calves for the week afterwards were shredded. We'll bring it back though. It was a good session. I liked it.
So good. Yeah.
And we finished bang on 45 minutes. So that was a good one.
So that the winter series
again, another good
Hill
turnout.
was really good. The indoor session, that was our biggest indoor session with about 17.
New faces as well, so we're going to think about that a little bit more.
Yeah, consistency challenge. I would say over the last couple of weeks has maybe taken a bit of a hit. I'm seeing a lot of parks dip under 50%. Which
I think we were thrown off by the start of the year in the snow.
Yeah, but I mean,
I think people. Sometimes the momentum to get back into it, and I think people's patterns have also been messed up.
But if I remember rightly, it's always this time. I think everyone finds the first 6-7 weeks, like to Christmas, a bit of a novelty, the winter training and stuff. And then when you come into January, it's like, oh, we've still got another 6-7 weeks of this.
Yeah, it is like there gets a point where you do feel like you just have to keep showing up, which is the important part. But it just feels more effort. You're like, oh, another wet session.
But talking about the winter series, you guys had a trainer meet and said you're coming up with a summer.
We had a great trainer meet on Friday. Everyone managed, apart from Alice. But it was nice to get the team together. Everyone's excited about the year and what's coming up. try to get our personalities across more. We are thinking of bringing out a summer series, but doing it on different beaches. So I'm not sure, we'll maybe have a break from the winter series to the summer series, but we could do like Balmedy Beach, Aberdeen Beach. Even thought last one could be Lunan Bay if we wanted to go really big. I mean, that's a bit of a trek, but if we planned it, it could be good.
You got the Bridge of Don Beach. That's a great one as well, actually. That's like a wee hidden gem.
So yeah, look out for a summer series. Look out for more Sunday sessions, because I think they're getting more popular as well.
Yeah.
So we'd like to bring those back in
and
different
also
styles.
The last winter series, so we've got 2 left. Next one's in Westburn Park, I think 15th of Feb, and the finale is going to be in Stonehaven. It's the week before the clocks change, so it's officially the last weekend of winter, and it's going to be a big finale in Stonehaven. We're going to try and get we'll get gazebo up and flags up, and
we'll go big.
Going to try and go big for that one, so looking forward to that. Barra.
Yeah, well, you were sent an email out recently about all the weekends coming up.
I know.
So Balmoral Bus, we'll start there because that's beginning of April. The date's thrown people off, I think, because it's the 5th of April, which is not Balmoral's fault. I think it's 4th of April. That's the only date that they were allowed to do it.
Oh, really? Is that what
based
it is?
on
Monday? It's smack bang in the holidays, so a lot of people are.
So the bus option looks like it might not happen this year. I think 18, 20 of you said you were keen. The smallest bus they do is a 30, and the price doesn't change very much, but we'd need to sell out the whole bus to break even.
There was last year, it took a wee while to get the ball rolling, so I think we give it a bit of time.
Closer to the time and see what happens.
And like in the end people brought friends and partners and stuff, so hopefully we get because it's fun and it's such a fun,
it's a good event.
Like getting parking miles away, and you just take your dry robe. There's a bit, I think some people said maybe it was a bit hanging around.
It's Scotland, isn't it?
Layer up. A few people took bottles of Prosecco. So you got you can really make the most of it and have a really good time.
Barra tickets went live yesterday, which is the first time they've held the race.
So every year we do a Rebel Island trip, and this year we were going to do Orkney, but then we saw the Barrathon was back, so we're like, right, let's do the Isle of Barra, because we've been looking out for that one for a long time. I'm thinking in hindsight we should have stuck with Orkney and then done Barra next year, but
who knows if even Barra...
Yeah,
I mean, I guess because it sold out so fast. It stopped running because they struggled with volunteers.
Oh, that's so sad. But it sold out within 5 minutes. So Tom was signing three people up, him, Steve and Tess, and then in the he's got himself. I thought it was quite good that you couldn't buy 5 tickets at a time. That's quite good. So you had to individually buy your own ticket. So he got his own ticket, and then by the time he tried to sign up the second person, it was
sold out.
It was
it was less than 4 minutes. They said on their Facebook page, 285 spaces, and then there's already 80 people on the waiting list.
And now it's not even confirmed whether you've got a space, because they're now saying they're doing a ballot. So
so it says I'm in the race, but the email says, it's a ballot. So it says 285 people in the race. There's 180 now on the waiting list, but they're allowing 300. So I don't know if the remaining 15 spaces get taken out of the wait list, or
maybe.
But I mean, it still should be. It's a beautiful island.
Oh, yeah.
You go from Oban. It's a 4-hour ferry, so it's a bit of a trek. And sometimes it's fun just to do the trip, because there'll be a buzz if there's lots of rebels doing it. So whether you're running or whether you're supporting, it'll be fun. There's
it's also just ticking something off the bucket list, another island off the bucket list. It's such a good excuse to just go and do it.
Yeah.
But it kind of reminds me of the old island trips, because more recently we've done bigger islands where it's way easier to get accommodation and stuff. But in the early days, it was
always camping. It was always slumming it.
Yeah. So, because that's the other thing, that it doesn't look like there's any accommodation left on the island. There was a house that slept 7 adults, but they're not getting back to anyone, which makes me think it's probably sold out. So I wasn't nervous at all, but Steve's very nervous about camping with a 10-week-old if the baby comes
People
on
do it.
due date.
I thought you were hardcore, Ali.
This
Is it. People do it. Like, people do the outdoor
I
lifestyle.
did a quick Google.
You wanted your pipe dream, which is still there potentially, was to travel around Norway in a van when Evie was small.
I know.
And now you're like, ooh, I don't know if we could go camping. It might be uncomfortable.
With
Soft.
a 10-week
Soft. That's it. If you want to create adventurers.
I did do a Google. I did a quick Google about camping with a 10-week-old, and there's mixed reviews.
What did it say?
I mean, you don't sleep anyway, do you? So
yeah.
it's just Steve that probably needs more persuasive energy
He's
than
a
me.
sensitive one.
So that was one of the weekends. Another weekend was our hiking weekend. Johnny McCain last year, was it last year? A couple of years ago, became a qualified mountain leader.
Mm-hmm.
And not to like poo-poo our previous hiking trips, but we often just pick a hill off a map and say, let's go there without any...
No, that's not true. We normally sit down and put a lot of thought into it.
Yeah.
Because we don't just wing
Actually,
a
we
Monroe.
did, yeah, we used to go to the pub with Robin,
We used to go to the
Dara,
pub with
Bob.
people who were
Yeah.
really experienced
Yeah,
and
that's
be like,
true.
okay. And also, we only went with experienced people. Like, the trips aren't for people who haven't done hills before.
Yes, yeah,
You know,
you're
like,
right.
even with Johnny being a mountain leader, it's not for you if you haven't done this sort of thing before.
Yeah.
And the one coming up is going to be particularly challenging. We did one in, was it September? October?
Yeah.
And it was me, Sam, and Johnny. Stunning weekend, but long day.
Yeah.
You know,
and
so
it's going to be an overnight, either one night or 2 nights.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny thinks the Bothy's already fully booked again, so potential for it to be wild camping. So it's for the hardcore, but yeah, it's nice that, like, Johnny wants to get some hours in using his mountain leadership qualifications, so he's volunteering to help lead it, which does take the pressure off us.
Yeah.
So
so it's nice to have that sorted.
and he's thinking roundabout, I can never, is it Karur?
I did. I was just seeing if I had it up, but I
Near
don't.
what's in Train Spotting, that train station. Is that right? Or is that just...
But also dates will either be April, unlikely, May, June, possibly July.
Did you read the email, Tom? Because I've spoke to Johnny and we've got dates.
What? I messaged him the other day and he said...
So
because he asked me for dates and I said, okay, we have to avoid these. So I said, Alice doesn't talk to me, doesn't let me know what's happening. I've literally messaged him the other day.
Well, I'd be messaging him. So basically, we've got a 1-day hike.
2 people in this business and somehow we struggle to communicate.
We've got a 1-day hike in April, which will be local, somewhere to get the legs warmed up, that sort of thing. And then we've penciled in the, I want to say 16th, 17th of May to for the 2-day hike. What's the plan?
There we go. Sorted.
I'm not even sure if that's 16th, 17th, but that was the general idea. So,
but there's lots. So we're really hitting this year hard with all the stuff going on. I think there's always going to be lots of extras. Next Saturday, we're doing a sauna and dip after Stonehaven. Slightly earlier start time, which I need to let them know about. The week after that,
so the 15th is the winter series in Westbourne.
22nd
is the indoor session.
29th we're away. Then we're already into March, and by then first class should be in daylight. Absolutely. You know, we'll be well on the way to the 2nd.
End of Feb, yeah. Do you know what? Last night at Duthie, you barely needed the lights. I think it was because of the low cloud.
Yeah.
But it was actually, that session last night, West Hill must have been the same. It was...
Stonehaven on Tuesday.
Oh, they've been
absolutely
brutal.
savage.
It's been so brutal.
Love that everyone's still turning up.
I know.
Okay, let's leave it. Otherwise we waffle on too
long. You don't
long.
want to talk about your hoodies?
Hoodies are being sorted. Got my colour. Gonna email everyone shortly. I'll need sizes from people. And that's it.
That's it.
Alright, see you guys later.
See ya.